Sup slaves, welcome to Bad Girl's first ever video game review. I decided to go on ahead and do it, or start doing it, because who the fuck doesn't love video games? Now, our first game review is going to be on Dance Central 3 for the Xbox 360's Kinect. Now the Dance Central series is really popular at the anime and sci-fi conventions that I go to. You go to, the game room, there's always Dance Central going, there's always people playing it, and it's a lot of fun. Now, what sets Dance Central 3 apart from Dance Central 1 and 2 is the unique story. Dance Central 3 is focused around time travel. You see, each dance team was sent to a different decade to learn about the dances and fads of the decade. Lush Crew was sent to the 70s, High Def to the 80s, Flash Forward to the 90s, Riptide to the turn of the century, and there's another thing, but I'll get to it. So pretty much, as you're playing through story mode, as you go through each progressive decade, you have to complete all the songs of that decade, which are all songs that were written and released in the appropriate decade. And as you're playing them, you randomly come across fad moves, or the special moves, where if you do them correctly in that song, you unlock them for the era song, the song that was considered probably the biggest song of that appropriate decade. For example, the 1970s it was the Hustle, 1980s it was the Electric Slide, 1990s was the Macarena. Just, dances that everybody knew. So, as you complete each decade and you take the dance crew, appropriate one in that decade, back with you, by the time you finish the turn of the century and bring Team Riptide back, Dr.Tan comes back, and he sends everybody to the past, and the only way to get everything back to normal is for you to go to the future and fight Dr. Tan in his own apocalyptic future where he rules. Remember Samurai Jack? You know how Haku rules the future? It's kind of like that. Dr. Tan has ruled the future, and now you have to fight him on his own ground. It's pretty fucking intense. It's got a lot of good selection of songs, even in just, regular dance mode. Me personally, I'm a little disappointed they don't have any new Lady Gagas, but if you have Dance Central 1 and Dance Central 2 memory already saved in your Xbox 360, those songs are available for purchase on Dance Central 3. I think it's like 400 points, so just shell out 800 points and you got all the songs from Dance Central 1, 2, and the new ones in 3, all in the same game, which is pretty fucking epic. And on top of that, you can download more songs. You can download fucking Gangnam Style. And it is the Gangnam Style. You dance the Gangnam Style in Dance Central 3. You do the elevator, you do the thing you do the thing sideways, and then you do that. Yes. So get Dance Central 3 and make sure you download Gangnam Style, because it's probably like the funnest thing you ever do in your whole life, because your life sucks and is pitiful. So, on all seriousness, I think Dance Central 3 is definitely the best of all the Dance Centrals. If I had to say any one thing bad about it, it would be that you're only allowed to play through story mode once. Once you beat story mode, it's not there anymore. If you go to story, it just kind of puts you where you select a decade and just randomly dance. Yeah, they have cutscenes available and view and extras, but sometimes you just want to play through story mode a second or third or fourth time, you know what I'm saying? So, I think if anything hurts it, it's that. Everything about Dance Central 3 is awesome. I definitely recommend it if you already have a Kinect. It's the only good game, good series on the Kinect, let's face it. All their Kinect games suck. But Dance Central is worth it. If I had to give it a number on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I would give it a solid 9. Bad Girl, Bitch Blog, gives Dance Central 3 a 9 out of 10. I hope you liked my first video game review. If you didn't, I will fucking cut you, and I will cut you into tiny little pieces, and I'll put each piece in an envelope and send it to a different country of the world. So we got some more ahead. If you have a particular request on a video game that you'd like for me to review, I will do my best to review it. I actually have to get the game and play it in order to review it, and games cost a lot, so I can't guarantee I can fulfill every request, but I would do my very fucking best to. Also keep in mind that I prefer to review newer games, like within the past 6 months release. Any older than that, and everybody knows everything about the game, so there's no use in reviewing a game that's older than 6 months. So, thank you for joining me. Bad Girl Salute.